I want to kill myself kind of thing. I don't have a reason to live. Please write back. So then you kind of have that burden, which is strange because you wonder why someone like that would trust you and not their parents. But and then yeah, I've been written from a mental hospital too. That's kind of weird.
Did you respond?
I have, but I think it's kind of best not to, because I have in one case, and that led to this huge, huge sick ordeal. Where that's the fan that I told you about that kind of sends. I think I'm just going to tell you about this girl.
Okay.
What the fuck? This could ruin me. I think I better tell you about this girl. She just started writing me a lot, sending a lot of gifts, kind of like mall trinket items that no one can really use, but kind of by the box load, and to my parents' house, and that's kind of bad. Having stuff like that go to your parents' house. At the time I was living with my parents, so all the stuff was coming to my parents' house. And she called a few times. I don't know how she, got all this information, but she did. Wrote kind of normal, innocent letters, kind of normal. I moved away. Packages still kept coming. I thought, gee, I'm going to write a really nice letter and try not to offend her, but to say, mellow out. Don't do it anymore. Or if you're going to do it, just don't send it to my parents' house, okay? And so I did. I sent that postcard, and she got it, and it was like kind of the end of the world, because then it was just like a showering of things. Big boxes. I'm sure like thousands of dollars went into this. And all really like, hate to say it, but kind of like, I mean, what can you do? I mean, I'd never met this girl. And so she started sending audio versions of her letters, which were very scary. Scary enough that I used them on my outgoing answering machine. But, and the letters kind of, she started sending like a little more off-the-wall gifts, kind of like S&M kind of things. And I kind of started realizing that this girl needed to be abused. That was like her thing, which is, not really that abnormal, but from someone you don't know, yes, that's kind of an intimate thing, getting beaten up, You only do that, you only let yourself be tied up if you really know somebody. A lot of trust involved in that, but pretty soon it was like she was saying that. And she claimed to be like traveling spiritually and watching over me. And one day I was doing this interview for MTV, as a matter of fact, and I wore this shirt that said masochism on it. Just a shirt I had. And she wrote this letter back to me saying, "Thank you for the sign. I knew all along that that this also was your forte, and I thank you so much for the sign." And that's the last I've heard from her. I'm scared. So now, if you run this, my life is in danger.
Well, thank you for telling us, Mike.
You want her life story, too? She takes care. It's pretty cruel, but this girl, she writes long letters. This one letter, I was like, she was telling me about herself. I'm like, I gotta know what she's all about. She's about 27 years old, 28 years old, from Ohio. No, I'm not going to say that. She's from some Midwestern state, and her parents died, like both of her parents died, and she has a retarded brother that she has to take care of for the rest of her life. And her parents left her an inheritance, and that's all she does. Is do that and write me letters.
Whoa. You should save them.
It's fucked up.
God forbid, in case, you should just save them.
Oh, I do. It's...
And you should, tell your management.
Nah.
No, you really should.
I just show them to my friends.
Okay.
See, look what kind of people are roaming around out there.
Can you just do a couple of promos?
Was that cruel, like talking about all that shit?
No, it's fine.
Because it's a pretty pathetic story.
If you have second thoughts and, you prefer for it not to.
Well, it's a long story, so you probably wouldn't print it all anyway.
Just parts of it, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a special on fans, so I'm sure they're going to want to use it.
You want to know a sicker story? You won't print this, though. I mean, you won't use it because it's obscene. This, so pathetic. We were touring with Voivod and Soundgarden. It was like 3-band bill. And we were somewhere. I don't remember where it was. And this girl, I guess, was giving blowjobs to each member of everyone on each bus. And she'd gone through Soundgardens, gone through Voivods. Who she did that to, of course, I don't know. But she got to our bus, like the crews, everything. I mean, there's a lot of people on those buses. And proceeded to do her thing with some people on our bus. And I guess she was like done or whatever. And I just like asked her, I said, God, what do you like doing that stuff? Is that great? What do you get out of it? And she said, she got really offended and really mad, and she said, and kind of like had a little heart-to-heart with me and said, I don't have any friends, okay? This is the only way I can make friends. And I get the names and addresses, and they call me back. And it's, I'm pretty lonely, and that's how I do it. And I went, sorry.
That's scary.
Uh,
That's almost scarier than the other story.
It is. That'd be a better one to use.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't involve me personally.
Right. Okay. I'll tell the producer.
That'd be much better, please.
So there are just a couple promos. One of them
Okay.
is, there's a bunch of people at MTV that have their own band, and they're doing like
Who?
like Rick Crim and some other.
Rick Crim's in a band?
Yeah, it's really good.
Are they called Crim?
No, they're called Ruby Rack, and one of the guys is a producer, and he does all the rockumentaries and everything. So he's putting together a fake rockumentary on this band, Ruby Rack. He's got like Keith Richards, Sting, all these like, really heavy people
That are going to do it?
talking about the band.
Oh, my God.
Would you mind? Would you pretend like they were an influence to you, or just say, oh yeah, Ruby Rack, they're great, or something like that?
Can I say something bad about them?
Yeah, say whatever
Okay.
you want. And say their name.
Ruby Rack?
Mm-hmm. It's what Scooby-Doo said when he wants a snack.
Okay. Yeah, I remember that band Ruby Rack, man. Bunch of losers. They lived in my neighborhood back in '63. And I was the candy man around the neighborhood, and they would always come over asking for junk, begging for money. I'd give them what they needed to stay alive. So they started selling themselves on the street, and pretty much selling themselves for, what I was supplying. And I think that drastically affected their music, which was horrible all along anyway, but thank God they broke up.
Okay, and then just do one promo for The Week in Rock. Hi, this is Mike Patton, and this is The Week in Rock. And you should look directly at the camera.
Okay.
Okay. So, in 3, 2.
3, 2. That was it?
No, I just gave you a count to start.
Okay.
Okay. So, Week in Rock promo in 3, 2.
Do that again. Fuck. Hi, this is Mike Patton, and you're... Well...
And this is The Week.
Okay.
In 3, 2.
Hi, I'm Mike Patton from Faith No More, and this is The Week in Rock. Is that alright?
Great.
Kind of boring.
Do you want to do it again?
Okay.
Okay. In 3, 2.
Hi, I'm Mike Patton. No. Hi. No. Hi, I'm Mike Patton from Faith No More, and you're watching The Week in Rock.
We're done.
Can you take that microphone off you there, sir?